How to use Typeform for online forms. Easy guide. Standard multi-column web forms are conversion killers, forcing your prospective clients or lead prospects to stare at a massive wall of 20 blank input boxes instantly triggers psychological fatigue, leading to high drop-off rates. If you want to capture clean data, validate leads, or automate user onboarding, you need a conversational pipeline. In this comprehensive, step-by-step masterclass, we are building a fully automated, high-converting digital form from scratch. We will leverage Typeform's built-in AI design engine to write our questions, configure intricate logic branching paths, and map our submission data straight to downstream webhooks. So right before we touch the canvas, look down into the video description right now and click the official Typeform link to set up your free account so you can follow along with every single step of this build in real time. Once you click the link in the description and authenticate your account, you will land on your central Typeform dashboard workspace. So let's look at the basic architectural setup. On the left panel window, you will see your workspace organization blocks. Always segment your forms by project type or client name to prevent your data hooks from getting disorganized. So to initiate our project, look into the upper right corner and click the prominent blue button Create Typeform. If it's not there, they sometimes move them, it's fine. It's fine, just press on Create Form right over here. And the application will immediately present you with 3 distinct production path strategies, or should I say 2. So the first one, of course, is start from scratch, which is this button right here. And of course, you can use a template or bring the AI creator, which is, as you can see, recommended in the middle of the screen. So while building completely from scratch gives you maximum initial granular control, leveraging the native AI engine cuts your deployment time by more than 70% by automatically drafting optimized question frameworks based on your specific niche. And guys, maybe for some of you who don't really know or understand what this AI is, you just pretty much see at this window right here. As you can see, you can just input the text and you just type in, just talk in the chat like you would to a real person and explain in simple, plain language what you want to achieve and what do you want to create. So the moment you initialize this AI module, a localized chat prompt terminal slides into view. As you can see, it was always here. This AI agent doesn't just pull random templates, it maps out distinct data fields, tone of voice attributes, and input field types tailored to your exact objective. So, to get the highest quality output, your prompt must explicitly state your target audience, your industry niche, the conversion goal, and the desired tonal delivery. And here in my notepad, I have 3 highly optimized production-ready sample prompts you can copy, tweak, and paste into your terminal right now, depending on your business model. You can also forge your own. You don't necessarily have to take my example or copy mine, and then you just input your selected prompt script into the engine and click Generate Form. So I'll just go ahead and take the very first one, which is this one right here. Just copy this text and then paste it here and then press this button to send. Within a matter of seconds, the AI system processes the semantic data, builds the workspace layers, injects optimized field formats, and presents you with a fully responsive draft inside the Visual Builder workspace. And guys, what's also cool about this AI generating is that, as you can see, you don't really get from A to B straight away, and you're getting the result, unable to actually tweak it and adjust it. Now, whilst doing it, as you can see, while it's creating your example, which you can see here, it's also giving you the choice to tweak anything that you want. As you can see, it's asking, is there anything else you like to define or refine, sorry. So if you're not satisfied with something, right, you can just go ahead and press on this preview button as well to see what your form looks like, right? There you go, start discovery. As you can see, you can just run through it. And then if you want to change something, just provide your changes, okay? If it looks okay, or after you've performed those changes, you want to go ahead and continue, just press Create Form. Right, and as your form architecture scales, guys, and you start capturing higher volumes of user data, you will quickly need to unlock enterprise-grade tools like custom domain mapping, removing the Powered by Typeform watermark, and executing advanced webhooks. So if you haven't upgraded your workspace yet, make sure to click that dedicated Typeform link sitting right at the top of our description below. Snagging a premium tier ensures your front-end forms remain completely unbranded, highly professional, and fully equipped to process thousands of continuous service submissions without hitting monthly account limits. And with our core questions now generated by the AI, let's step into the design panel editor to fix the visuals. So to fix that, you can just look over at the top right here in the menu bar and click on the Design tab right over here, represented by a small painter's palette icon. Then under the My Themes category, you can build a custom brand kit. You have the total layout control over your text elements, choose your primary typography style, adjust the exact pixel sizing scaling, and input your precise corporate hex color codes for the background, text layers, and active action buttons. If you want to create your own, press on plus, and in here, as you can see, you can create a logo, do your font work, change the buttons and their colors and styling, and of course add a background. You can upload your images and logos easily here. Okay, and now guys, to customize each and every single block, it's actually very simple. So you just need to look at the left panel right here. As you can see, we have all of your pretty much fields and questions in this kind of a vertical manner. So in order to adjust them, you just click on any one of them. Let's just choose full name. And on the right side now, as you can see, we have the edit pane where we can choose which type of answer is going to be, right? Or if you want to add something into this block, you can. You can set max characters and answer validation. As you can see, a regular expression to restrict answers. Also, if you're looking and wanting to add some kind of media, press on the plus. Then maybe if you have some in your gallery, which you can easily upload, you choose from here. If not, you can just upload it now. Just press upload, choose any videos or photos that you want from your local drive, and go ahead and add them here. And then just run through all of your questions, of course. I have this one next. Okay, as you can see, the type is email. Is it required? You can choose. Also answer validation. Also, you can map it to context, right? Select the property email, map to, and then choose maybe some kind of person or something. And also don't forget, guys, of course, if you're willing not to only edit, but also add content, press on add content. And this is our definitive dashboard where you can add multiple elements and customize your notes or your questions, quizzes to as big of an extent as you wish. And now let's talk about the engineering visual logic and branching trees. So if a user states they have a budget of under $1,000, forcing them to answer questions tailored for a $50,000 enterprise client is an absolute waste of time and destroys conversion rates. Look at the navigation layouts bar and switch from the Create over to the Logic tab, or you can also choose Workflow tab. So here you can see that you can create a tab, and the interface completely transforms your workspace into a visual, node-based flowchart canvas. And in here, just choose branching and calculations. And in here, guys, you can easily map out custom if-then routing rules. For example, if the answer to question 3 is less than 5,000, then jump straight to question 8 for low-tier filtering. If the answer is greater than 5,000, then route them directly to question 4 to book a high-value consultation slot. You get the idea. This ensures that every single user experiences a highly customized, hyper-relevant path through your questionnaire, maximizing completion velocity. And then also we have the Connect button as well. So our visuals are logged in and the logic nodes are verified, And you can now route your captured data payloads to your external databases. So you can just click the Connect tab at the absolute top of your editor interface window, and Typeform features one of the most robust native integration stacks on the web. If you want a quick, lightweight tracking database, click Connect on the Google Sheets, for example, or Notion cards to instantly map every incoming submission to a clean row in your spreadsheets. And once your connections show an active green status ring, you can navigate to the upper right corner and click the Publish button or Share button right here. In order to connect, choose the category and then click Connect next to the certain service. And then, of course, publish and connect your account there. So deploying highly focused, interactive, conversational funnels completely removes the friction from data collection. Make sure to also don't forget to click the official Typeform link sitting right down there in the video description below to secure your workspace and launch your first AI-generated form today and get your data pipelines fully optimized.